Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to another vlog. Today I wanted to talk really quickly about what's been taking place on social media in regards to propagators of Islam, da'iyah, du'at, people who call to, or are supposed to be calling people to worshiping God and following His religion. The issue that I have is this, is that, I, in general, very rarely talk about matters of Islam because of the principle that we were taught when we study about Islam, which is that knowledge precedes words and actions, right? Al-ilmu qabla al-qawl wal-amal, right? So that principle of knowledge precedes words and actions should hold back a lot of people from talking about matters that are, advanced. And what I'm trying to say is that a huge people involved in the da'wah scene, just to cut to the chase, a lot of people involved in da'wah are in over their heads and talking about things that are far more complex and complicated than they're aware of and that they know about. And a huge amount of da'wah consists of slamming the opponent to make the in-group feel proud and to raise morale, which is not da'wah. That's just fighting. Or number two, and sometimes coupled with number one, to make the caller gain a following, the da'i, to gain a following and to gain popularity. And that in and of itself is also quite negative. A lot of really pure people in Islamic history have always chosen to try to remain unknown, to do good deeds behind the scenes, and only to do good deeds in public to basically motivate other people to do those good deeds in public. Calling people to Islam, to worshiping Allah, is a sacred duty. This is not something that should be taken lightly. You're basically becoming a full-on ambassador of Islam. Now, we all kind of are, in a way. Every Muslim is showing what their religion is through their actions and through their words, right? And we should be performing our deeds according to correct knowledge. So if you want to do your salah, there's a way to do it. If you want to do a private dua, a private prayer, there's a manner in which you do that. You can't just shoot from the hip. And I try my best. I'm not perfect either. I try my best to only speak about things that I know about. And I like to make it clear that I'm not sure about things, or I could be wrong about things when I'm not sure or could be wrong about things. These basic principles are missing a lot from the du'at nowadays. And I just can't stand it, to be honest with you. So as somebody who is your basic Muslim brother, who studied a little bit, I would prefer that the majority of people that are involved in da'wah, whether on social media or out in the streets, really get qualified through some peer program, like some peer-approved program. Peer in the English sense, not in the goofy sense. And if you know, you know. But there should be some kind of peer approval from people who are involved in da'wah. It shouldn't be also cliquish to exclude, but at the same time, there has to be some kind of checks and balances, because it's kind of what I see is kind of a shame. I mean, it's almost like some people treat it like a WWE match, like it's like professional wrestling or a boxing match, but more like WWE because it's goofy and silly and very comical. And other people try to take it to the next level and pretend to be tough. But then as soon as they get poked by an umbrella or something, they call the police on their opponent. This kind of stuff, this fake bravery and, calling people to themselves instead of calling people to Allah, it's just kind of annoying. And I guess the rebuttal would be you don't know my intentions. Everybody can see through your actions, through people's actions, what's happening. And only a fool can't see people who are calling to themselves. So guys, anyways, the vast majority of you guys involved in da'wah try to improve by gaining knowledge and understand the basic principles, You're not supposed to, even in Quran it mentions like you shouldn't insult the idols of the unbelievers lest they insult, the symbols of Islam, right? So, these basic principles are just not there. And you can just see that, open up any kind of da'wah page for just a few minutes and you'll see that like it's all about quote unquote destroying the opponent and all this nonsense. I'm ranting. I'm going to stop now. Guys, it's a beautiful day here in Zamboanga City, Philippines. Alhamdulillah. And I'm thankful that you're joining, or that you've been following along, and that you're joining me today. And it's good to have company and to have comments and stuff like that. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and like or, send a thumbs down if you completely disagree with me. One note, I guess, for the du'at as well is that, I am actually really making my message right now mild and polite. But to be honest with you, most of the behavior I've been exposed to has been like repulsive. To the point that if I had met a lot of the du'at, I think I would have stayed a Catholic for a longer time. Of course, qadar Allah, alhamdulillah, like I found Islam on my own. But like the manners that I see, no, I'm sorry, just not there. I really miss the genuine brothers that were calling back in the early 2000s, and I guess I heard in the 1990s it was also the same way. The people who I am more inclined to listen to, just FYI, are people who like come across as normal, who aren't combative, who remain cool and calm and know when to walk away from an instigator. Normal people really, really I can connect with, or somebody who's knowledgeable, of course. Like, I'm attracted to knowledge and good manners. I feel like that's what's attractive to normal people. And the vast majority of the world is made up of pretty normal people. So, food for thought. If you're combative, if you're goofy, if you're ostentatious, or if you are obsessive, and this is kind of like a new theme as well, like the whole obsessive, I'm going to make, a handful, if not up to like 10 follow-up videos about my debate with somebody. My God, like, it's so ridiculous. Nobody's going to watch that except for people, I don't know who watches that really. The unemployed, maybe, the youth. Guys, we're not here to produce, du'at are not here to produce infotainment. They're here to do a sacred duty. You are supposed to be doing a sacred duty. So grow up, knock it off with the immature content and the boasting. I can't stand it. It's ridiculous. So guys, anyways, alhamdulillah, for the people out there, I'm sure only 20 people are going to watch this. That's cool. I'm fine with that, alhamdulillah, because I got a small channel, and that was my intention even in making this video. If more people do see it, please note that I'm not alone in this. And in general, alhamdulillah, think it over, guys, especially if you're involved in the da'wah scene, and if you're not, then maybe share what you think as well, if I'm off on this or not. Anyways, guys, assalamu alaikum, enjoy your day, and have a great rest of the week. As-salama.